Hello, this is Chris with See Italy Travel, and I am pleased to talk to you today about our upcoming educational trip for agents to Puglia in southern Italy. This October, from the 15th to 21st, we're going to be hosting a special trip just for agents to the heel of the boot in Italy. Right here, you can see that Puglia represents the heel of the Italian boot. It's in southern Italy. The temperature is warm and pleasant. There's gorgeous coastline and golden hills and olive orchards and the inlands of Puglia. And one of the things that we think really helps us to distinguish ourselves when it comes to offering a trip for agents is that we want you to travel as our travelers would. So we're not going to jam pack this with 15, 16 hotel visits in one day. No, we want you to experience the place, to return with memories, and to be able to tell your clients exactly what you enjoyed about traveling there, rather than just having a list of sites to see without having the opportunity to sit down, enjoy a glass of wine, and take in the beauty that surrounds you. We will be arriving in Brindisi. There are two major airports in Puglia, Brindisi and Bari, and we will be flying into Brindisi. You'll be picked up by the transfer there and taken to your hotel. And then over the course of the week, we're going to sort of work our way up towards Bari, which is the other major airport in Puglia. So you'll have an opportunity to see the sort of coastal area and also a bit of the inland where you can see some of the charming village life in Puglia. As an overview of the trip, I'm just going to give you a sort of brief day by day and then really zoom in and explain to you what you can look forward to experiencing with us. The first day, you'll arrive at the airport and be transferred to our accommodation, Masseria Provenzani, which is near Lecce. Masseria Provenzani is a converted historic farmhouse that has been turned into a luxe accommodation with beautiful olive orchards around it, a pool, and this cool stone building that stays cool even in the summer with no air conditioning needed. On day two, you will have a picnic, an open air picnic, in a local olive orchard where you can see how they pick olives and make them into olive oil. And in the afternoon, you will have a hands on cooking class with a group of local nonne, or grandmothers. They're going to be teaching you the recipes they learned from their grandmothers themselves. So, really, the food doesn't get more authentic than this. On day four, we will transfer to Lecce, which is the historic, artistic, cultural capital of Puglia, and you will have an opportunity to explore the city in classic cars, doing a tour where you can see sort of the piazzas, the intricate old streets, and the stone sculptures that cover this entire city. On day four, we will switch to the coastal region in Puglia, stopping in Gallipoli and Otranto. These are coastal cities that really hug the cliffs that make up the shoreline of Puglia, offering these blue-green views of the Mediterranean, and you'll have the chance to enjoy a seaside lunch here, looking out over where the fishermen's boats come in each day, hauling in the fish and seafood and shellfish that they catch each day. So if you were eating at the seaside restaurant and enjoying seafood, it's literally food that was caught that day that you're seeing being brought in from these boats. On day five, we will transfer you to a boutique hotel in the inland of Puglia, and we will explore the hilltop towns of Puglia. So you can see these whitewashed cities that dot the inland, surrounded by fields and olive orchards. On day six, we will go to Alberobello, which is one of the towns in Puglia that is known for the trulli. Trulli are these houses with stone, cone-shaped roofs that you can only find in this one region in Puglia. They're not found anywhere else in the rest of Italy, and it's really unique and a lovely experience. In the evening, you will have a walking tour of Bari, which is another one of the major cities in Puglia, and obviously a closing dinner where we will regale you with all the flavors of Puglia that you'll be missing after your trip. On the final day, we will have a destination debriefing where we will explain the things that you've learned, the types of accommodations, the distances there, the sorts of activities that could be arranged, say for travelers who are more interested in food and wine, or travelers who are more interested in biking or active tourism, or even art aficionados. And then we will have an arrivederci aperitivo, a toast, where you can say goodbye to your newfound colleagues and friends before transferring you to the hotel. So right here, I have on day one some examples of Masseria Provenzani, which is the first accommodation you'll be staying in. And as I said earlier, it's made of this local limestone, which over the course of the day almost changes color in the sun. So in the morning, it's this golden yellow, and then in the evening, as the sun is setting, it turns into this orange pink. So keep your eyes out while you're staying there. They have a beautiful pool on the outside, surrounded by olive orchards, and they've even put an olive island in the middle. This is an olive tree. So here we will have a welcome aperitivo, a glass of wine or prosecco, to welcome you to southern Italy, and give you an overview of the destination. So what we will be doing that week, the types of activities that we've planned, what you should be expecting on each day, and a bit more about the history and culture of Puglia. In the evening, you will enjoy a regional dinner and wine tasting. It is southern Italy after all, so we want you to be eating well and really enjoying the flavors and tastes of this place before heading to bed, so you can be well prepared for the next day of your travel. On day two, Puglia is really one of the food capitals of Italy, so again, we wanted you to experience the tastes and flavor of this place. So you will have a farmhouse visit in the morning, and this is a different accommodation from where you'll be staying. And then in the afternoon, we're going to have, around lunchtime, a picnic lunch outside in an olive orchard, where you will have an opportunity to see where they pick the oils, the olives that are made into oil, and to taste local wine. In the afternoon, we have arranged for you to have a cooking class, and these are photos from this cooking school. It's a cooking school that is a collaboration between local grandmothers who wanted foreigners to have the opportunity to experience hands-on the history and culture of this place. So these are really recipes that go back generations and generations that have been passed down hand to hand in the family. And you'll have the chance to make this focaccia pugliese, which you see right here, and the orecchiette, which is a handmade ear-shaped pasta. And having traveled to Puglia myself, I can tell you that one of the things I miss the most about it is this focaccia. It is soft and crispy, doused in olive oil, with these oven caramelized tomatoes. It really is one of the most delicious things. So we want to be sure that you have an opportunity to enjoy that. So this day is, will give you a good sense for if you did have clients who were more interested in food and wine, what are the sorts of activities and flavors that you could introduce them to. On day three, we will take you back to Lecce and switching to a 4-star hotel in the historic center of Lecce. Lecce is called the Florence of the South due to its cultural importance during the Renaissance, and it too is made from that same limestone that Masseria Provenzani was made from. So over the course of the day, walking through Lecce, you will really see the city change colors, from gold and yellows to oranges and pinks and rose colors. And this limestone is very particular because it's rather soft, so it was really easy for the artisans 400 years ago to carve shapes into them. So you'll see intricately carved doorways and arches and church fronts with sculptures everywhere throughout the city. So walking through Lecce is almost like walking through a sculpture garden or a museum. That evening, you will enjoy an authentic dinner in historic Lecce, again exposing you to the regional differences within Lecce. So how is the food here different from the food in the last place that we were staying in? On day four, you will experience the coastal areas of Puglia. As the heel of the boot, Puglia is surrounded on almost all sides by the coastline, and we will go to Gallipoli and Otranto. Gallipoli means the beautiful city in ancient Greek. Puglia was first colonized by the ancient Greeks, and here you will have a seaside lunch facing where the fishermen's boats are coming in and have a guided tour. We'll also have a guided tour in Otranto where you will go along the sea line, the waterfront here, and see this beautiful green-blue water that surrounds the city of Otranto. On day five, we are going to move a little bit more inland, moving from the coastline to Ostuni. Ostuni is one of the whitewashed hilltop cities in Puglia. So this, as you can see right here, all of the buildings are painted this bright white to help reflect the sun and to keep it cooler in the summertime. And it is surrounded on almost all sides by olive orchards and vineyards. So you'll have an opportunity to walk along this and in a guided tour, and then we will go to Locorotondo, which is another one of these whitewashed hilltop cities with sweeping views of the valleys, the hills, and the fields below. On day six, we will give you a chance to explore the Trullo terrain in Puglia. In Italy, Puglia, if you ask an Italian, is known for the trulli, which are these sort of strange Smurf-like houses with stone cones atop of them. The history behind this is sort of a funny story. When they first started building these, the reason behind it was tax evasion. At the time, standing property was very heavily taxed by the local government. So, in a sort of crafty way to get around the law, the locals decided that they would build their homes out of these stones that could be put together and taken apart. So, if they knew a tax collector was coming, they would tear down their house, take it apart stone by stone, and then when they left, they would rebuild them. And over time, it just became the traditional way of making homes in this region. It's only found in one region in Puglia, nowhere else in all of Italy. And so we'll have a walking tour here where you have opportunities to take pictures and learn more about this very particular, unique architectural gem that you can find in Puglia. After that, we will go to Polignano al Mare, which is one of the Puglia's lovely seaside villages. And as you can see, the homes here are built literally on top of the cliffs facing these blue-green coves. We will have a site visit in addition at a local Masseria hotel, which is a converted farmhouse that is now a Lux hotel, and a tour of Bari's Old Town. Bari is one of the major cities in Puglia and is one of the places that your travelers would fly into, so it is a good place for people to stay maybe on their first night and enjoy the historical center there. Your closing dinner will be in Ostoni, one of the hilltop cities of Puglia, and we will give you a chance to really enjoy the food and wine of this place that you have come to know over the course of the week. On your final day in Puglia, before saying goodbye to your new friends and colleagues, we will have a debriefing about the destination where we will give you more information on accommodations, on transfers and transportation there, on the different types of airports and flights that you can arrange, and the different sorts of tours that are possible to arrange there. Food and wine, active, seaside, hiking, biking, you name it. And then a final arrivederci toast with a glass of Prosecco or local wine so that you can send each other off with a buon viaggio. And transferring you, of course, to the Bari airport for your departing flights. In addition to all those things that you will be experiencing and activities that we'll be doing from day to day, one of the really interesting things about our educational trips are the marketing and sales extras that we get. We've heard from a lot of agents that they love to go on trips to places and see a place for themselves before trying to sell it to their client, but then they get a little confused and aren't really sure how to sell that place once they're back. So in order to address this, we've decided to include additional workshops and trainings for agents during the trip on marketing and sales. So this will include pre-written newsletters and blogs for you to share with your travelers and followers once you're back. These will be expertly written about Puglia, so you don't even have to worry about it. You just sign it off as yourself. How-to workshops during and after the trip on using social media, Facebook, Instagram, to sort of build up interest and excitement among your clients for this destination. Sample photos and posts for social media so that when you return home, you will have examples that you can use as a model to share with your clients to help sell this place, and beautiful pictures that you will be able to use and share. So in addition to these marketing photos that we will have created for you, we are also going to be providing you with a calendar that you can use in the months after you return. So once you come back and you're swamped with emails and you just don't know how and when to best market this destination, the experiences that you've had there, we will have already created for you a marketing calendar that will tell you precisely what you can do, when you can do it, what types of posts you can post a week out, 2 weeks out, a month out, 3 months out, so that you really don't have to do that extra legwork in figuring out when is the most effective time to market and what types of marketing outreach will give you the best return on your investment. In addition, we'll be creating a private Facebook group that is curated. And by that I mean, we're not just going to create a Facebook group with all participants and leave it there dead on its own. No, we want you to have an opportunity to communicate with each other, so we will be providing resources, posing questions, checking in with you to make sure that you feel like you have the support you need in order to best sell this destination. And finally, we will be also offering monthly mindset calls with Laura in the months after the trip so that you can pick her brain about marketing, about sales, about how to create an itinerary to Italy that might include this destination, or if you're planning a trip someplace else in Italy, what sorts of tours and activities could be planned in those destinations. We're here to help you, and we're here to be your go-to Italy resource. So we really do hope that you are able to join us in our educational trip to Puglia. In addition to these amazing experiences, you will have these marketing and sales extras. And over the course of the week, we're going to be sprinkling out trainings and workshops on selling and marketing this destination. So you'll have support during and after the trip for how to convert this amazing experience into new clients and happy travelers. So if you have any questions about this, I encourage you to reach out to me at Christopher@See Italy Travel, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. We look forward to experiencing the authentic Italy with you.